Hello my lovelies, it's me, Edith Ivy, here with a review of our new expansion pack, The Sims 4 Lovestruck, and I thought we'd change it up this time and start in build mode. Starting with doors, they're pretty good, they're nice. Our new city, Ciudad Enamorada, is based on Mexico City, and while I have not been to Mexico City, this looks like what I've seen in pictures. So it's really pretty, and it's what you'd expect for a tropical climate. We got lots of open work with wrought iron, which is very pretty. Got a nice new basic door that I think works for an interior or an exterior. If you look at the different swatches on here and the other one that has wrought iron, you can find similar colors and similar patterns across. So you could use this as a front door and this as a back door. There's also a lot of really beautiful, vivid exterior colors. So this yellow on this trim for the wall, that's a wall color for exteriors. Ditto for the orange, ditto for even the really super vivid fuchsias and such. It's got this fabulous vivid fuchsia. And of course I picked the one wall color that this door doesn't match. Either way, the pink and the yellow look great together. You can match this green. And this door set, there is a new exterior decoration. It's for exterior, but it's just in wall decor, which I thought is a little strange. But it fits on top of the door and the window. It's cute, it's fine. It adds an extra detail, which I think adds a lot of variety. I just think its placement is a little odd. We got two new round arches, just simple round arches. I'm actually really pleased with them. I like that there are quite a few swatches for them. I do wish that they came with some wood swatches. And we have the new beaded curtains that you can fit over the door, which I think are super fun. And I did play test this. Any open curtain that is open enough works with these arches. Its placement is a little fiddly. We have another curtain. It's nice. It's lush. I would have liked there to be different textures for the two different curtains, because they look like different colors of the same fabric. Just a personal little nitpick. Now this is a new shower door and window. They fit with a specific height of half wall, so you can build shower rooms with them. And there is a new fancier shower head that goes with these guys. Oh, does it go on the... Oh, and it goes on the window itself, so you could build... I like that. I actually like that quite a bit. For windows, we got two sets and a not quite set, and I'm honestly a little bit grumped because I feel like having these windows, they're identical, but this one's open and this one's closed. This one has a very subtle different interior shape. I feel like these could have been swatches of each other. You could have just put in more swatches and it would have a less crowded build by interface, because especially if you have more than a couple of packs, it's already so crowded in there. We have this new window. This one comes in curved and uncurved, which is another place where, why did we double this up? You can put curved windows on flat surfaces. I don't understand. This feels like padding the catalog to make it look like they're giving you more than they are. I do like these cages. I like that we have new ways to customize our exteriors. It only works for really small items, but I do like that it is a placeable shelf. And we have our new window box, and the plants actually change between the swatches in a few different ways. I wish they did the thing where you would have the same base color with a couple swatches of plants in it, but again, that's a personal nitpick of mine. So we have two new beds that come with the base pack, even if you don't buy it in the preview period. And we have bed canopies that lock onto any bed, pack bed or not. These will lock onto any two-parted bed. I did play test that. I really like them, but they didn't put them in the catalog anywhere. If you set it to Lovestruck and do show all items. Look, they're not there. You have to search for them, which requires knowing at least one of these items' names. However, it does pull up the other items that aren't in the catalog. Herbert Hart is another one. The Tri-Avery Love Symphony Sculpture is another one that these don't show in the catalog unless you pull them up. And these flowers, I kind of give them a pass on for having the same issue, because these are bouquets that you can buy as a romantic gift from the gift shop in the park. These items, they aren't named like a set usually is, but they're clearly a set. I mean, look at them. A lot of this kit is not to my personal taste, but I could see utility for these. I like that there's different styles for the headboard. I really like that there is an ottoman that matches the bed. I will say I honestly don't like the leather wrapped desk for texture reasons. They brought back the vibrating bed. It is a silly piece of nonsense. I hope people like it. I don't know that I will use it. It's not a me thing. It's fine. I'm not mad it exists. It's just not me. I really love this wrought iron bench. It's so pretty, and there's a lot of butterfly imagery. There's a lot of butterflies in jewelry and clothes. There's a neighborhood that's named Mariposa, which is Spanish for butterfly. Got some park bench style things. This looks like poured concrete, or maybe it is a carved stone. I think it'll be great for public venues. Got this really cute picnic bench. I like that the benches never match and usually don't match the table either. And we have a new exterior trash can. It's basically the same one we got in Werewolves, but cleaner. We have 3 new bar backs and 2 new bars. This bar is swatched so that it will match either of these 2 bars. And you basically have the fancy, the less fancy one. This one will fit a TV in it, so you can use it for like a sports bar. Then we have this cute mid-century modern bar and bar back. It's cute, it's sweet. I have never been and probably never will be a mid-century girly, so I'm glad it exists for people. And usually I'm like, come on guys, we don't need another bar. We don't need more bar backs. We already have so many and no one ever uses them. But this time we're making venues to go on dates. We're going to clubs. We're going to bars to date. I'll give them a pass this time. And I'm actually really pleased to have this bar stool, because when I picture a bar stool in my head, this is what I picture. And we have another bar stool that more matches the colors for this set. And we have 2 new dining tables. I'm actually going to move this one over here because this one actually threw me the first few times I looked at it. It was a very simple 2-tile dining table and it didn't look any taller to me. So it really threw me until I saw it in the gameplay and saw that it's meant for bar stools. Like, I don't hate it. It irritated me because I didn't figure it out, which I guess is on me. We have a single tile bar. I mean, all bars take the tile behind them, but look at how tiny it is. This actually fits. So you can practice mixology skill at home without devoting 3/4 of your dining room to it. I am genuinely, truly pleased that this is here. We have a single tile wood, simple, basic, beautiful dining table. We have 2 new outdoor chairs. We have a new style of folding chair. And we have this little guy. These little taped egg chairs. Don't sit in them in real life. They're traps. These straps are never as strong as you think they are. They devour you and you can't escape. Got these new leather wrapped. Apparently leather is really a thing in Mexico. Which, I mean, I guess makes sense because, you know, vaqueros, there's a lot of cattle herding. But it surprised me how many leather items there are in here. We got a new shell chair. I think this one matches swatches to this bed the way this set matches to that bed. I do like this table. I would have said it was marble, but with these colors, I'm going to say this is a poured resin table. I really love this red and this purple swatch. We have this set, which is definitely a full matched set. More leather. And at first, I was confused because I thought that this, when I first saw the coffee table, I thought this ring was, oh, it's a drawer pull. But then my little innocent self said, why are there rings on the chair like that? And I'm like, this is the sexy pack. It's for the fetish community. I'm glad it's there, but it kind of makes me giggle because I am a child. We got 3 floor plants. I actually think all 3 of these will work quite well for indoor and outdoor. We got a palm, we got a yucca, we got a fig. The thing that everybody's talking about, the woohoo blankets. At first, when I was looking through the catalog, I thought these were 3 different price points, but they're all the same. 250 simoleons. There's the plain swatch, the patterned swatch, and the bear swatch. These are really the big interact withable items that are unique to the pack. I feel like if we're going to call this an expansion pack, we should have had more than this, because we have a new closet you can woohoo in. You could always woohoo in the closets. We have new food stalls. We have 2 other packs with food stalls that I can think of off the top of my head, which is For Rent and City Living. So I wanted more. Also, there's been some weird moments. I watched a couple of the people who get early accesses playthroughs, and I did my own playthrough, and every use of this puppy is 50 simoleons. And, well, I only used it the once because I do early game testing, because I don't have time. I don't get early access. It's been giving people, like, clowns as a flirty costume. Like, for me, it gave me a cheerleader suit, but I watched Deligracy's video, and it gave her a clown twice when she selected a flirty costume. I also like that this blanket and this 2-tile rug have some matching swatches. So it's like, we have the welcome mat, and then we have a matching rug in the living room that we could just have a little romance in front of the fireplace. I actually thought that was a nice detail. Also, we have this big squishy scallop edge rug that is the perfect size to slip it under a bed. Please, EA, give me more rugs this size. Oh, since we're over here, we'll get into our unlockables. We have these 4 items which are unlocked through the romantic consultant career. The base swatch is red, but there's actually a lot of variety here. I have gotten to level 3, and all I've unlocked is some clothing. So let's take a look in the catalog and see at what level these unlock. So everything but the books doesn't unlock until level 10 of the career. I actually don't like that. I feel like they should be spread out. Like, I think you get a computer at level 2 or 3 of the writer career. Why are these all so high? We have the items that were for if you order before the cutoff point. I like the bear mattress with stuff shoved underneath. I just got kicked out because me and my partner broke up. It's a vibe. It's silly fun and I enjoy it. I do love Herbert Hart. I also like that the different colors have different facial expressions. I'm sad. I'm so sad. I'm being brave and I'm vibing. Got 2 new food stalls. I have not yet seen them in the world in my gameplay, and I played through a full week. I don't know where these get used. I haven't seen them, but supposedly according to the live streams, you'll see people selling food off of these. We have a new woohoo closet. It's the venue closet. The color text is funny. I'll let you get there in gameplay. We have a couple dividers. This one is really themed around the decor for the new gym. This, I like that it works as a curtain. I like that it is designed to be freestanding. Like you can see around and they've made it with 2x4s. We have a new outdoor light, which I do actually like the tin punched lights. And I do like that they're actually rendered to be 3D and not flat, which has been a problem with lights in other packs. Like the twinkle lights in Parenthood come to mind. This sunshade comes in a variety of colors and patterns, and I really like that the posts match. Also, you can actually put these a lot closer together than I would have thought, and you can place furniture underneath them as long as it isn't too tall. I'm going to use these honestly on balconies a lot. Got a new swing set. This looks very much more like the kind you'd see in a park than in a home. It's a nice detail that it's ropes instead of chains. I think the rest of them have been chains to this point, though don't quote me on that. Got a new mini water tower. It doesn't seem to be useful. It does seem to be just a decor item. There's a new gym, so there's new gym stuff. So we have a whole new gym set. It lights up, which I guess is nice. I do like that they have the weight and the kettlebell sets. It isn't interactable, but I think it does add a lot of realism. And we have the new Jacaranda tree. Thank you, Disney's Encanto, because now I know how to pronounce it. It only comes in one color, which I did a Google search, and apparently this is just the color that these trees come in. It's never stopped them before, but fair. The last real item is this fountain emitter. It works in fountains, it works alone. It comes in a surprising variety of colors. This is just the base game stairs that I wanted to show that you could put the stairs on the curve. We have curved pools, just like we have curved walls, and they work about as well. We have two new, technically three. I put them up with the other wallpapers. But we have this colorful, like, mosaic-y tile. And then we have a terracotta. It's technically two wallpapers. It is listed as a pool tile, but it's identical. It just comes with... There's one that has tile trim, and there's one that doesn't. And I feel like these could have been swatches. Again, my issue with them, basically just padding out the pack to make it look like there's more than there is. What is going on with this wall? But honestly, they're both quite pretty. And there we go. Those curved walls working so fabulous. And this one actually is more teardrop shaped or more oval. Like you don't get a true circle. There is a pool trim for the terracotta as well. There are so many wallpapers. Like I did a wall across the whole lot and I couldn't make room for all of the swatches. And some get more than others. So I saw this one in the trailer and I thought it was delicious and moody, but don't be worried. There's still like bright, happy swatches and less, like it's still a dark swatch, but it's less moody and alluring. I actually really like this swatch. I think my favorite colors are this darkest version and this fabulous purple. We have this new vine wall. I can see this mostly being used in like kids' rooms and like public venues. Like I could see this as an interior for a restaurant. In one of the parks, they use it for the bathrooms. And it doesn't match up perfectly on every iteration, but this tile as a ceiling does match up pretty well to the vines. Why is it flashing like that? It doesn't match up perfectly, but it's good. We have this new Art Deco wallpaper, and they've actually done it where the tiles don't repeat after just two, which I think actually gives it a lot more viability. Now, these 4 tiles are all the same wallpaper. I would never have guessed looking at the default swatch is the black. There's a lot of utility here, and I do appreciate that the floral, the Art Deco, and the plain all have the same floorboard style, so you can do accent walls and your floorboards will match all the way around. I do have a bone to pick with this floor tile. If you just lay it down, it's honestly kind of weird, and they talked about how you can flip the tiles around to make it more customizable, but it doesn't work correctly. Like, you can watch if I take this chevron piece and it rotates 360, the flat lines just rotate back and forth. You don't get a sideways one out of it, and you can't make this into a chevron. Like, I guess it's kind of customizable, but not really. Like, you can't make this be a plain yellow tile. It's going to be this awkward chevron. I think it was a good idea. I don't think it's executed as well as they say it is. Next up, we have this really fabulous worn terracotta. And again, I really am enjoying that it doesn't repeat as frequently. So it looks like more realistic wear and tear on a wall. We have a plaster exterior and interior wall. The exterior is really, really bright and vibrant. The interiors are softer, but you can see blue, pink in the middle, yellow on the outside of these. They actually do seem to have coordinating swatches. This is one wallpaper. This is another wallpaper with the beams on it. It could have been swatches. And then we have the Whisper of the Wild, which is... it's wild, y'all. You can have a whole Dalmatian and with a red trim. It's so ridiculous. Like, I don't know if I would even use this as an accent wall. And this is supposed to be a carpeting, but it doesn't have any texturing on it. Like, it just looks like flat colors. All of the other carpetings, they added texturing, so it looks soft like a carpet. It looks like there's fibers to it. And this just doesn't have any of that. Got a bunch of new lights. Not as many as we did in For Rent, but that's neither here nor there. We got this guy, which tiles perfectly sideways, but not up and down. Like, if you select it, it doesn't match up. It kind of matches up here. And like, I guess you can use the Alt key to make it tile better. I don't know why they made it that way, but they did. There's a new sign for the gym. There's a cute little more cut steel lights. This was called the Victorian, I want to say, Victorian style light. I really like these. It's a one tile light. There's a wall and a ceiling swatch, and it reminds me of those emitters you could get that would like project the night sky on your bedroom walls and ceiling. I honestly wish I had had this for an I Not So Berry challenge earlier. I would have loved to put this in Dahlia's room. We got 3 ceiling lights. Only one of them comes in different heights, which is just confusing to me. I actually really like this one. I would use it a lot if it came in a shorter or a taller wall height. I don't know if I'll be able to use that where I want to use it. And then there's the weirdo. So we have this wall light, right? When you place it into a room, it makes all the other lights dimmer. It doesn't actually emit that much light. Like, you can see a little bit of spotlighting on the wall above it. One thing I cannot stress enough in this pack is look at every swatch of everything. Take this guy. We have signs. We have 2 graffiti swatches. Another graffiti swatch, and then we have scrubbed off graffiti with the signs over it. The fact that this and this are the same wall art, you can be an iguana, a rooster, an axolotl with fruit, writing, or a grayscale iguana. Okay, this is something that I need to remember to look into in game, because on the one hand, I love these little house numbers. I think this is a fabulous touch, which will add so much realism. But I thought numbers were in Simlish like letters were, and now I need to like look at that, and I'm really confused. Got these lovely random posters. I don't like this swatch. I will actively say I don't like this swatch. It looks like real people. These don't look like Sims. These look like low-res real people, and I don't like it. And then there's... How is this and the same wall art as this? Oh, look at the sad cloud. Like, the difference in shapes and size. It's absurd to me. Oh, so we got gym signs. We have a backsplash tile, and it is actually tileable. You can use it in a shower. You can use it in your kitchen. So you just have a backsplash over your stove or sink. I really love that. This one here and this one here were actually, they commissioned a real graffiti artist. So these 2 don't have swatches, but they're gorgeous and I don't mind. Get this cute neon light. I love it. Then we have a gym poster. God, it's the little supplement ad. It's so ridiculous. And then for the rest of the wall art, in my opinion, the better wall art, I like this canopy. I like that it has plain swatches. It has swatches that look super fancy. It has swatches that look like a place you could take the kids for pizza. And I am truly excited about this mirror. It tiles together perfectly. So you can make a dance studio or a home gym with the mirrors. They don't have a seam. It's wonderful. Got this mirror. It's fine. It is unremarkable. It's inoffensive. This is 2 different items in Build and Buy. It should have been swatches. I do like the cute pictures stuck into stuff. To have an identical item with and without the pictures feels like padding the catalog. Like these are 2 swatches of the same item. I put them both up because I really enjoy that they actually have different plant setups. So you can make your frames match with 2 different plants inside. We have another wall plant. This wall fan is great. It moves in play mode. We have a new gallery wall piece, which I actually really enjoy. Looks like you keep it straight by this picture to match which ones are in the gallery. This one, all of this stuff, that actually looks like it should be, I want to say it was in the movie pack. There's a lot of similar art in one of the other packs. I will try to remember to look it up before I edit this. If it appears on the screen now, you know now. This, I think, is a beautiful piece of art. I am personally a little turned off by the LEDs around it. It would have to be a very specific sim for me to use this, but I do love this painting. That is going to be hanging in my Blue Jen's house. Oh, but it's so good. And I believe the last thing on our docket is the tabletop decor items. So we have this cute mushroom lamp. We have... It's cute. It's fine. This is something I have been wanting in the game for a long time. Just a super simple taper in a candlestick. I love it. I got a cute little tortilla warmer. I'm happy that this exists. This is another one of the items that for some reason doesn't show in your catalog in build mode unless you search for it. And it's in the trailer. I'm so confused. Got a triple taper of scented candles. Oh, I can't flip it around because the table's too crowded. Lots of different colors. I wish they would put these candles on like a little plate or something, because having just a candle burning down is a good way to burn your house down. Put it on a glass plate, please. Got a tiny little table light. Got a couple pots. Lots of really pretty swatches on that one. Got another cute plushie with the little blushing bird. Now these wooden painted animals, I see decor like this in Mexican restaurants all the time. They're so pretty. I love them so much. And I love the axolotl. I have notes about the axolotls because they did add axolotls as a findable. And for the first time, instead of a fruit bowl, we have a vegetable bowl. I want to boop this hippo so bad. Like, words cannot describe how badly I want to boop this hippo. Alright, these guys we talked about a little bit before. We have 3 new tabletop florals. I actually really like the pot on this one. They're fine. I do like that we're getting more small tabletop bouquets, because most of the tabletop bouquets that are already in the game have a lot of height in them. And I'm glad we have something like I could put this in the middle of a table and my Sims can see over it to talk to each other. We have the Smooth and Suave toiletry set. So my headcanon is these are massage oils and the like. And then we have the new board game. It has an adult and a more PG version. It's a fun board game. I like that in gameplay when you're playing the adult version on a date. It does actually give you details about your person you're playing with's preferences as you play the game together. It'll pop up and, oh, you have learned that they have green hair as a turn on. And you'll go, drat, I don't have green hair. What am I supposed to do with this? All in all, my notes on the build by and all was I just feel like this is like game pack, stuff pack level. I don't feel like this is expansion pack level. Like, we only have 2 items that have exclusive interactions to this pack. I would let that go more if it didn't feel so artificially padded, like having the double swatches here, like having the double swatches for the mirror. But that is it for Build By, and I will see you shortly in Kaz. Alright, and here we are in Kaz. I did my usual modus operandi of having a, I just clicked The Sims until I found a couple that I thought looked nice. So I actually think there is more male coded clothing than female coded clothing. I don't think I have ever seen that. But I do want to warn you that I'm not going to go through every item because there is a lot, and there's a lot of repeat between the genders. So on the whole, I do really like what's here. Got a variety of hairstyles and different styles of clothing, different levels of what will or won't necessarily make you comfortable. I actually like that this top actually appears for both genders, and I like the bishop sleeves. Formal, I was surprised that this top was informal, but we got some really great stuff. This hairstyle comes with and without the color on both genders. You'll see it when I have the lady sim as well. I basically gave him different hairstyles until I ran out of hairstyles. I like that there is a simple basic loafer, again, for both genders. If I go back into casual clothing, we also have these great boots. And these are unlocked because I hit level 3 in the romance consultant career with one of my sims. Then we go into party. I have a bone to pick with this top because for all of the other men's tops that are very, we'll say revealing, like this one, there's a female variant with a bra under it. There's a mesh top that there's a female variant with a bra under it. I would have really liked to see this with a bra under it for the ladies. I'm a little sad that that is not there. Also these mesh shorts. So there's a coordinating top that matches it, but these shorts here are an accessory and they will tile so you can see them peeking out over any bottom that their waistband allows, or if you decide to go the underwear route, they will go over or under every pair of underwear that there is, which I just thought was a cool detail. There's a lot of coordinated outfits in here, and I tried to keep the outfits together when showing you. This jacket kind of cracks me up because there is a matching pair of pants, but it's exclusive to the ladies. And I was deeply amused that the gentlemen have the jacket, but the ladies have the matching pants. Coordinates with a couple of the different striped ones, but that amused me a lot. There's also just some really baffling, like those teeny tiny shorts aren't hot weather clothing. All of the really revealing tops are hot weather clothing, but the matching bottoms for these sets are not. It tickled me pink. We have this fabulous chunky sweater and also just a really nice jacket that I really liked. But the real pièce de résistance of this pack are the costumes. So we have just an apron and underpants. We'll clear our Dayglow mesh shorts. We have the fruit, which comes in 4 swatches, and I will show these two on the lady as well. There's some gender dimorphism with the sexy ranger, and this is the only outfit to have a coordinating hat. Look at how fabulous he looks, so stylish. I am a little bit salty though, because there is a sexy firefighter outfit, but there is not a coordinating firefighter helmet. I believe there is one in the game, but it is not in this pack. Yeah, so there is a firefighter hat. It is base game, but I am a little bit salty that you have the sexy firefighter, but there isn't a hat in the pack. I also think they could have added the firefighter career. I mean, even if this is like the sexy, flirty, fun pack, I mean, firefighters are sexy. We have a sexy butler. We have a sexy eggplant. You can be a literal catfish. At some point, I'm going to wear this to a blind date in-game. I don't know when, but it's coming. We have the pretty Cupid outfit. I like that they gave some dimensionality to the wings. There is a luchador of love. I love the little love hearts on all of the protective padding. And I don't know what to call this except for that, well, he's all dressed up. Moving on to the ladies, we'll start with the makeup for this pack. Oh, and I was really pleased to see that all of the makeup appears for both men and women. That I thought was a really wonderful piece of inclusion. And we'll go through the accessories a little bit. We have a broken heart earring. Lots of butterflies happening in this pack. More love hearts. I feel like there is an outfit that this mask goes with, and if we get to it, I will put this mask back on. I don't like that the eyelashes that come with the pack clip into it, but I also kind of want to use this with my vampires. There is a sleep mask, which I guess also could work with some fun play in the bedroom. Like, we don't have interactions for it, but we have imaginations. I actually really like this necklace. This necklace may be my favorite piece of jewelry. We have this chain necklace. I actually think I would have liked this better as just a gold chain without the pearl detail, especially since outside of the pack, we actually have, I think, already a very similar necklace. Yeah, we already have a very similar necklace, and it just feels like a repeat. And I just also, why can't we have a nice gold chain? And there's a Care Bear. It exists. It is a callback to the cute plushie that you can keep in your room. I could take it or leave it myself. All right, I tried to give her the different hairstyles, which you get all of the male hairstyles plus a couple more. I really like this sweater top. There's a bunch of different ripped jeans. I like that they actually rendered in the pleats. The cute tennis shoes that have those floral prints. Got some baggy jeans as well. And these look like they're cut to go around those vaquero boots. Okay, even for the vaquero boots, they give a lot of space. I like all the swatches of these tennis shoes. Now, this one I actually have a bone to pick because they did such a good job of rendering in these lines on the side and making them 3D, but they didn't do any of that with the places where the fabric puckers for those buttons and joints. That irritated me. Okay, we have this cute little dress with the heart cutout. None of the shoes seem to match colors with the rest of the pack, and I'm wondering if that was just a rendering issue, like something glitched, or if they did that intentionally. Either way, I would have liked to be able to get a little better match with the shoes from this pack to the clothes from this pack. Get into formal wear. I love this dress. It's got so many patterns and colors. It's got plain white and black, and also these great ombres. They're so pretty. We have this really cute lacy number, which is just delightful. I like all the color swatches. I like how there's the details so you can see the overlay of where the underdress structure lets off. I'm actually not crazy about this. it just doesn't appeal to me. I do appreciate that they rendered out the bow so it's actually got some dimension to it. I don't like how it hangs on the body. I feel like this dress was made to be the little black dress. It's just so pretty. Then we move into nightwear. Got this cute set. And one thing I really, really liked is if we go into the... It's so hard without the toggle. Like, you can make heavier Sims and everything still looks good. Even if they've got a belly. Like, I've been playing with these Sims so I can't, like, just use the toggle at the side. But, like, she still looks so good. I appreciate that, Sims. Thank you. The super cute baby doll. I will use this as a dress as much as I use this for sleepwear. I don't know how I feel about this one. Some about it rubs me the wrong way. I can see it appealing to other people, though. This would be super cute without the little epaulette ruffles. I just made her look pregnant. I like this. I just don't like that little detail. Oh, and we have a different hairstyle. I've been running through the hairstyles as well to show them. I also like how, like, they have this hair with and without a color. We got the cute updo, which is unique to ladies. This one with the butterfly clip is unique to ladies. I'm looking for a specific hairstyle. Yeah, this one. This one comes in sun bleached and not, and I thought that was just a really super cute detail. On to party wear. We have a lot of the sets that the gentlemen have. Got a lot of stuff that doesn't go in a set. I'm genuinely not sure what they want you to pair this top with. I do think it's gorgeous. I'm just not entirely certain what you're supposed to do with it because it looks very different from everything else in the pack. It's cute little panties for the ladies with a peach on them. They're so cute. We have the same boots the gentlemen have. We have a coordinated maid outfit to, you know, counter the sexy butler. I am a little bit baffled though, because like these shoes don't come up in formal. And like I said with the guys, like this is the only hot weather bottom that the ladies have. All of those tidy booty shorts. Oh, this bustier, if you have a super skinny sim, looks really weird. Like this sim, I actually, when she started, she had a bit of a flat chested situation up top, and it actually like messes with the rendering of this bustier, so it looks really odd. We got the ladies mesh top. It's got a bra under it. We got this mesh top with the bra under it. We got the sparkle top with a bra under it. Where are my chains? I want them. I didn't even touch on this top, which I think is super pretty. I don't know how I feel about the ruching as the side. Like there's little ties and there's little ruching. I don't know how I feel about that. It's fine. This is super cute. Oh, I didn't even touch on this really great graphic tee they gave us. It's got like 3 or 4 different designs and a good range of colors. Got a second bustier. The bustiers just look a little weird if you don't have at least a little boobage. Where are all the teeny tiny bottoms? I don't think this is going to see the light of my channel unless unless I do like maybe the Black Widow challenge later, because it's just not my vibe. Got a cute little dress with this twin set, lots of different colors. I really like this. And of course, we have to show you all the fun lady costumes. So again, we have the apron with nothing underneath. We have the peach. We have the sexy ranger. It's tied up into a crop top. We have the maid. We have the eggplant. We have the catfish. Women get to be a maid instead of a butler and vice versa. The sexy firefighter outfit. The Cupid we already saw. And the sexy luchador. It's so ridiculous and so much fun. I do really like how there's the little satin wrap to make your hair into a heart. Did the gentleman luchador have that? Oh, we left you all dressed up. Excuse me, sir. I need your luchador. Nope, the gentlemen do not have a little heart bun. Now, let's talk gameplay. Because I have some thoughts. So we have 2 new traits, 2 new aspirations, and I have a couple... Oh, I need to pop in and give more light in these rooms for a reason. So this is one of the base builds. I altered it to make it fit 2 Sims. It is a super cute little house. This balcony extended across the whole back, but I needed 2 Sims in here so I could playtest 2 different aspirations and 2 different traits. So I gave Antonio here the romantically reserved trait, and he had a date, and the trait says that you're supposed to establish a better emotional connection before you start romance, which I thought was fabulous. The Sims has demisexuals now. Fabulous. But, like, I didn't flirt at all with this Sim I went on a date with until we had over half of a friendship bar and we had a chaste first kiss at over 3/4 full, and it asked if I wanted to switch to Lovebug. So I'm wondering what it expects you to do in terms of what is supposed to happen with this trait. He got the Romantic Explorer aspiration, which in my opinion is the better of the 2 aspirations. Now, I had Molly do the Paragon Partner. It's a single tier, and I don't like the single tier aspirations, especially since this one doesn't really go into as many pack features. Like the Romantic Explorer aspiration, if you open it up and look at it, it talks about the romantic blanket. It talks about the romantic boundaries. The shared food interaction is there, which is a new interaction. Get gold on a romantic date. It specifies the date types. Perform 25 romantic gestures. It's so much more tied to the pack that it's like, why is the other one the one that's a single tier? Also, she was able to complete it in a week while working a 9-to-5 Monday through Friday job, and we'll get to the job. I also was a little bit irritated because the love bug, her most common moodlet that pops up is eternally optimistic, and it makes her flirty. But his most common moodlet that he gets from Romantically Reserved, it was romantic yearning for love, and it's a tense moodlet. I thought you were the one who isn't into that, my guy. The career it's a rabbit hole career, that's fine. But I was genuinely grumped that we got an assignment our first day, because you know how sometimes you get that, do an assignment to get ahead. Pop-ups happened, and it was listen to an hour of romantic radio. It doesn't count on the speakers in the public lots, so we had to shell out for a stereo, which was expensive, and then it still took her another 3 tries before it took. I had this woman standing in front of the stereo, listening to romantic radio with no distractions. I made Antonio go elsewhere for 5 hours, and it didn't count. And then the standard for the first, I think we're on the 2nd or 3rd tier of the career now. We've reached the 2nd career. You need a computer. There are no computers on the public lots in this world. You have to go to, if you only have base game and Lovestruck, you have to go to a base game lot. The only place you can use a computer without buying one, which they're expensive, is in the library in Willow Creek. I think this career was poorly thought out. I also don't like that all of the furniture rewards are level 7 or higher. My guy is a level 3 writer, and he already got a free computer. What the heck? I do like the dates. They do seem to work well. Everything seems to be actually checking off when you do it, which is a problem with wedding stories. The activities that you select do come up in a lot of different iterations, in a lot of different ways. When it asks you to talk about things, I like that it is always under small talk, or it will actually, if you hover, it tells you where to find it and it's accurate. Most of the time, sometimes those conversation prompts haven't developed. I think it needs to have a little bit more discernment somehow. I've got a love bug with no romantic boundaries, so she's up to woohoo on a date. But when one of the first 3 interactions on a blind date with a sim she's never met before is woohoo, that was basically just gumming up her works until she could move up the chain, and that made it harder for her to get a gold tier date. And speaking of gold tier, the gold tier rewards for the dates are cute couples portraits. I do like that you get to keep your selfies that you make for the Cupid's Corner app, but these are your gold tier rewards, are these admittedly quite cute portraits. The silver tier for the romantic date is color variants for that teddy bear. And if I remember correctly, that's an expensive teddy bear. But yeah, this is the silver tier reward. So we have a new thing where you can go find axolotls. On the one hand, the axolotls are adorable. I love that I only got a repeat once. I got 2 of the greens. The rest of these up here I gathered, and so 5 axolotls, 4 unique colors, fabulous. I bred 2, I forget which 2 to get an albino. I love that you can release them back into their habitat. I was genuinely irritated to see that whether they're captive bred or caught, they're 0 simoleons. Your collectibles are how you earn money early game, and I don't like seeing those have 0 sale value. Especially knowing that axolotls in the real world are an expensive pet, largely because they're mostly wild caught. Also, the axolotls, you find them in these stumps. Looks like they took the bunny stump from Cottage Living, changed the greenery, lost the hole, and opened up the top and filled it with water. I do appreciate that you have one of the little walk around, reflective walk, power walk, etc. posts in this little tiny park with a pond near the house. It's not an independent lot, it's just this little park. But they don't at the romantic park. It says in Plaza Mariposa, perfect park to stop for a quick romantic getaway, date activities, blah, 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 blah. It talks about all the activities. You can't stroll around all of these paths. And also, I kind of wish that they had programmed in a romantic walk. Like, they have mindful walk, they have power walk, they have jogging. You could have added a romantic walk, my guys. This was a fun lot to play on, and I highly encourage you to plug all of these names into Google Translate or a translator of your choice, because, like, my Spanish is pretty basic. I took a year in high school, but I know that this means City of Romance. I knew that this means New Heart. I enjoyed looking up to find out that the gym's name is Sweat. That was super fun for me. So there's a couple of really weird things that I don't understand. There's this love heart emote that my Sims were like randomly doing, and like not 2 other Sims. Like Molly did it once sitting on the toilet. And my Sims keep running over here to eat on the park benches. Like, we have a dining table, we have a table in the backyard that they could dine at, but they keep running to eat over here, and I guess it's just a quirk specific to this lot. I was deeply amused by the sugar daddy. The rich weirdo called Antonio and asked him to meet him at the hotel, and then he gave him some elements and some void critter cards and some crystals, and this picture. It was amusing. All in all, my final notes for this pack are this should have been a game pack. There is not enough here in anything except for, I would say, the CAS items for a full expansion pack. This has the same amount of stuff in terms of gameplay and build mode as my wedding stories. In fact, a lot of it's recycled from my wedding stories. The dates work just like the weddings do, except for that they go a little bit smoother. gameplay. We had more in like werewolves and vampires. So if I am being completely honest in this review, I am not sad or angry that I bought this pack. I am a little disappointed that EA markets this and prices this as an expansion pack. I would rather see expansion packs be fewer and far between and actually worth the price point. Bring back game packs. Give us game packs. If you had given me this as a game pack, I would have been ecstatic. So my advice to you, having played a full game week and interacted with as much as I could find, including randomly running into the sad bear in the park. I look forward to finding out what in the heck is up with that. But my advice to you is wait and get this on sale. But I have been Edith Ivy. This has been my review of The Sims 4 Lovestruck. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like, a comment, maybe even subscribe and ring that notification bell to bring you back for more content. There he is. Have a happy time zone wherever in the world you are, and I will see you next time.